Well, good afternoon and welcome to St Paul's Collegiate here in Hamilton for round 5 action in the Premier Hockey League. The Mavericks backing up against the Falcons. Who are you expecting to dominate today for the Falcons?
Oh, I think you can see some pretty creative play coming from Sean Finlay in the midfield there, and he'll be looking to link up with the likes of Dylan Thomas up front, Sam Hiha. They've got some really strong players up there, and so I think you can expect to see them create a lot of positive attacking opportunities.
Look at the Mavericks lineup.
You know, you've got the likes of Nick Woods, who's come back into the fold as of yesterday, and so you'll be hoping that he'll start to link up with the likes of Aiden and Marcus Child there in the middle too, and just try and use that experience to just settle the team. And it's just up front, I think, where they need to just be a little bit more positive, I suppose, in their attacking third.
Here they come again. Now an early opportunity, and it's fallen to the right player, and Dylan Thomas does not make any mistake.
Yeah, I think it was Oscar Nation there just making that turnover, and a lot of action very early, low solid tackle, and Dylan Thomas just really composed on the ball. You see he doesn't rush a shot, waits for the goalkeeper to commit and just slips it in behind him.
Now the conversion attempt from Thomas. So this experienced player making no mistake, and it is 2-0. Finlay's getting a lot of touches, and Sam Child alongside me alluded to this, that he will be vital for the Falcons. And there's the pass to Thomas, and that one into the side of the cage, or has it taken a deflection? It has, so this will still be Falcons' possession. But to the combination between these two, you spoke about it, Sam, and already, as we saw the save there from Matthew Roach, and he'll have to make another one here. He can't. Well, that just opened up, and Mavericks players are standing looking at each other, but that just opened up far too easily. And the Falcons have scored their second field goal, their third, of course, with the conversion. And this time it was the combination of Finlay and Thomas setting up the opportunity, and it was well finished by Sam Hiha.
Oh, it was an excellent finish by Sam Hiha. Lovely touch from Dylan Thomas. Maybe got it a little bit higher than he would have liked, but Sam Hiha did a very, very good job to keep that under control and just popped it into the side netting there.
So a chance now with the conversion in the Premier Hockey League from a goal in open play. Hiha dummies to shoot early, then goes to the reverse stick side and scores comfortably. Look at the skill here of Thomas. Down to the baseline. Hiha drives it across, and it is in. Gee, I wonder who got the last touch there, Sam. It doesn't matter. This one will count. Hiha, was he the last Falcon to have a touch?
Yeah, it might have even been Sam Hiha who's credited with that goal. Just putting it across the face of the goal. It's difficult to defend, and it's come off the Mavericks defender, but this is the biggest difference, I think, with the attack. You know, you see the Mavericks going into their circle, not able to link up and find passes, but Dylan Thomas, again, being able to connect with Sam Hiha, and just a ball into the mixer sometimes is enough to just put it on the goal.
Hiha is credited, therefore he has a go at the conversion, and well played, Matthew Roach. Into the circle again now. Surely Dixon comes out. He's a little isolated, and penalty corner.
Perhaps a lower one.
They do. They go outside to try and create the opportunity. Woods, and they score. Superb. Finally, the Mavericks are on the board, and they'll get the conversion opportunity as well. They're back in the contest.
Oh, very, very well done. And it's good to see just a bit of a change-up. So ball coming outside the 5-yard line, which means that it is a field goal. And it also means that Nick Woods could have hit this anywhere. He can hit it high, he can hit it low, and it just makes it more difficult for John Dixon. He's got to protect the whole goal, and finishes really, really well there. Just a nice little bobbly one past his foot.
And from a Mavericks perspective, right guy now to be taking the conversion.
Someone who deals well with pressure and very composed.
This is vital. Woods against Dixon. Two international players of real quality, and Woods scrambles, and does he get it on time? He does. Just continue this momentum that the Mavericks have found from somewhere. And Woods taken out, a penalty corner. Now again, do they go direct No, they let it go again, so they want another field goal. It's a repeat. They go to baseline. Sarakaya, Dixon drawn out from his cage, and they do score. They're right back in the contest. What a stunning turn of form for the Mavericks coming out of half-time. Well, they've given up on the traditional penalty corner, and it's paying dividends. And that's the play that could be so crucial, because they will get a conversion opportunity. This looked to be a carbon copy of the earlier one. Woods didn't shoot, though. Stayed very calm, and in the end, the ball across in front of the cage, and Aldred had the simplest of tasks. Now, can he convert and level the scores? Aldred on Dixon. Stays very central, tight angle. Dixon's done really well here. That's brilliant defending from the keeper. Child on the baseline. Right player to be involved. Child trying to find room for the shot, and a stroke. Remember, the Falcons are still down to 10 for another couple of minutes, and scores 4-all. Game on here at St. Paul's Collegiate.
Absolutely, all to play for here.
Yeah, it was great sending Dixon diving the wrong way. As soon as Dixon was off his feet, and here we go now with Douche to try and give them the lead. Drags it wide. Hee-ha, working some magic on the baseline. Hee-ha, and a save there from Maruch. And what's the decision? Penalty corner. Thomas steps into it, drives it, brilliant. What a response. When you need to turn that momentum around, who do you turn to? Your rock star, Dylan Thomas.
Yeah, it's an excellent piece of flick here. You can see he's actually just taken the ball right around that first runner, got a really lovely angle for it, and just slotted it in between the keeper and the post. It's an incredibly hard position to save the ball.
You're just desperate. Oh, and that was almost an opportunity. What's the decision here?
Penalty stroke, unfortunately for the Mavericks.
Dylan Thomas looking for a hat-trick of goals, calmly put away. Thomas now to maybe make the point safe for the Falcons. This is going to hurt the Mavericks. After all that effort, Thomas has already scored from a conversion. Oh, that is so good. My goodness me. How easy does he make that look? And the Mavericks just get that one a little wrong. Could be danger here on the counter now. Remember, there is no keeper, so roll it into the circle for a tap-in. They almost did so. Aldred doesn't agree with the call. It's going to be academic, though, because the Falcons will now just wind down the final few seconds. And there's a man you want on the ball to do that. As the final buzzer goes, the Falcons have not only won the match, but it means so much more because they've gone through to the final already with a round still to play. But those numbers, look at the circle entries, the Mavericks, that was on the back of that third quarter dominance, the scoring opportunities, but they got themselves behind too far.
It was tough. I mean, towards the end there, we were holding on. Like with those 2 yellow cards, it was difficult to play it down. They did really well to come back in that third quarter and, to be fair, dominate. So we're just holding on, and thankfully we found a couple of goals towards the end there, and yeah, earned our win.